السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول حي على الصلاة حي على حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة من أطاع الله ورسوله فقد رشد واهتدى ومن يعص الله ورسوله فلا يضر إلا نفسه أما بعد قال الله تبارك وتعالى قل صدق الله فاتبعوا ملة إبراهيم حنيفا وما كان من المشركين إن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Respected brothers and sisters in Islam, it is very soothing to see you in the mosque of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I can recognize some faces from your forehead and eyes, but there are still some brothers and I can the eyes of your mosque. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala relieve us, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us safe and protected from all the bala and huda that has plunged us. Respected brothers and sisters, what is this month? This is the month of Dhul Hijjah, right? And today is the 3rd of Dhul Hijjah, and this is the month that reminds us of the sacrifice of our great grandfather, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. He had exemplary and revolutionary character. His life is full of sacrifice, submission, obedience and devotion. He was tested many times by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah said that we tested him. وَإِذِ ابْتَلَىٰ إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ فَأَتَمَّهُنَّ. We tested him, but every time he emerged successful after the test. He had a natural inclination, inbuilt inclination to worship one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he disliked the worship of idols. He broke the idols into pieces instead of bowing down to them. فَجَعَلَهُمْ جُزَازًا إِلَّا كَبِيرًا لَهُ. He immigrated out of his homeland to Syria with his faithful wife and his nephew, Lut. He took his wife, Hajar, and newly born baby to Mecca, following the instructions, following the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam traveled from far and wide, from Syria to Palestine, to Egypt, and back to Jordan and to Hijaz, and in this way more than 10,000 miles throughout his prophetic mission. He expressed his unbent resolve to sacrifice each and everything beloved to him just for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even he was ready to sacrifice his only son, Ismail, whom he got after long, intimate prayers to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The seerah of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam is a role model for all of us. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَاتَّبِعُوا مِلَّةَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ حَنِيفًا. All of you follow the way of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. And said that Hanifan Musliman, he was a straightforward Muslim, وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ, and he was not from the idolaters, he was not a mushrik. And his whole life was against the shirk. Kashmiri Muslim. I mention Kashmiri Muslim because 5th of August is coming very close, and we know that 5th of August is known for what? Last year, what had happened? Kashmiri Muslim in pursuit of Sunnah of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam have been tested adversely by persecution at the hands of Mushrikun, the polytheist Hindu regime, for the last 89 years. They went through sufferings, torture, detention, massacre, enforced exiles, evacuations, curfews, and finally a long protected curfew, that is the lockdown for this is protecting for the last 11 months. You know how many months we have in this lockdown? We are, I think, 3 or 4 months. You can just imagine and estimate how dangerous it is, how difficult it is for them. And we can go, I can go to the market to buy anything, I can go to the masjid to pray. Okay, but they are not allowed to. If they go, there's an armed person over there, and he can shoot them. So this is the situation with their lockdown in which they are living. Whether it was they withstood all the persecution until now, and they have not bowed down even when there was Amritsar Treaty. Treaty of Amritsar, we know that it was 1846, in which the Britishers had sold all the Kashmiris. Even they sold their chicken and their cattle, animals, whatever they had, and even the fields and the farms, the produce, the fruit, everything was sold to Maharaja Gulab Singh for 75,000 rupees at that time. And then even they did not bow down what had happened. They insisted that they want to go to Masjid. It was 13th of July 1931. And someone called Adhan, but the forces of Maharaja came. They said, no, you cannot make Adhan. And they shot dead the person who was the Muslim, and then he could not, he stood for it. He said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, and he was down by the bullet. And when the Adhan was finished, 22 people, you can see the books of history that 22 people laid down their lives. And until now, until today, the last 13th of July, the Kashmiris observed that Juma-July-24-2020 Kashmir. And also, what had happened after the partition, there were Muslims who were living in majority in Jammu area. You know the place, Jammu, you heard it, Jammu and Kashmir. So Jammu was a place where the Muslims were in majority. After Pakistan coming into being, it was announced that those who aspire to, those who desire to go to Pakistan should gather together on this date and day, and we will take you. We will take you, we will give you the right and carriage to Pakistan. It was a deception. So all people, about 300,000 people gathered over there. And out of them, 237,000 people, 7,000 people were massacred at that time. This is the fact of the history, and very few people know about that. But they have laid down the sacrifices, Kashmiris. And also, after the 5th of August last year, we know that how many sacrifices they have done. 7,000 people have been arrested, and out of them, 3,400 people are the youth, whom they thought that they can be the potential fighters against us, against our occupation. So they herded them, they picked them up in the middle of the night, and they took them to the jails and prisons far away in India. So they are there, but their resolve and their determination has not died down, alhamdulillah. So we are here, inshallah, in the next part. We will just make dua for them and show resolve in their favor, inshallah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help them and protect them and keep their enthusiasm and favor to get the freedom from the polytheist India, the followers of Hindutva mentality and ideology. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المؤمنين والمؤمنات. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah, amma ba'd. So as a sensible Muslims and responsible global citizens, we respond to the current crisis in Kashmir. First and foremost, we are obliged to stand for justice. As is mentioned in the Quran, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kunu qawwamina bil qisti shuhada lillah. Believers, be upholders of justice, bearing witness for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I also remind you the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that is relevant to the situation of Kashmiris. مثل المؤمنين في توادهم وتراحمهم وتعاطفهم كمثل الجسد إذا اشتكى منه عضو تداعى له سائر الجسد بالسهر والحمى. That the parable, the example of believers is with respect to their mutual affection, mercy, care and compassion is that of a body. If one limb, one organ of the body feels the pain, the whole body reacts to it by the way of sleeplessness and fever. So, from the guidance of the Quran and from the guidance of the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we understand that if any part of us is suffering from injustice, we should all be feeling their pain. As conscious Muslim, therefore, it is our duty to stand up for justice in the face of human suffering, no matter who the victims are and who the perpetrators are. So what we can easily do is we should call on our US government to pressurize the Indian government to diffuse the current situation in Kashmir and to work hand in hand with the United Nations to resolve the Kashmir issue urgently and peacefully, and by giving the Kashmiris their right of self-determination by that time. By that time, when the Kashmiris have continued their struggle for freedom, what we can do, we can make dua for them, inshallah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them success, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring them out of this situation in which they are. Allahumma ansur ikhwanina fi Kashmir al-muhtalla, Allahumma izz al-Islam wal-Muslimin, Allahumma azil al-kufra wal-mushrikeen, Allahumma dammir a'da' ad-din. عباد الله رحمكم الله يرحمني ويرحمكم الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون ولذكر الله تعالى أولى وعز وجل وتم وهم وأعظم وأكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون وأقيموا الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
استووا مستقيم. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. واذكر في الكتاب إبراهيم إنه كان صديقا نبيا إذ قال لأبيه يا أبت لم تعبد ما لا يسمع ولا يبصر ولا يغني عنك شيئا يا أبت إني قد جاءني من العلم ما لم يأتك فاتبعني أهدك صراطا سويا يا أبت لا تعبد الشيطان إن الشيطان كان للرحمن عصيا الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Saab. Dr. Abdul Jabbar were visiting. It was a very nice opportunity for us. He was visiting his family over here. So why not? There's everybody love him. We all very happy to see him. And thank you giving us the honor for this Juma-July, Dr. Saab. Thank you very much. Tomorrow, Saturday, we have a Dawa table in Holbrook. That's a Dawa table, free food, vegetables for the needy. That's in Holbrook. Bellow Poultry Farm, that will be 411 Union Avenue from 11:30 till 12:30. And if you like to participate, anybody like to join in any way, please come down or let us know. And all these politicians, sometimes they come here, who can vote them in and who can vote them out. And we have the strength now. We have to be together. If you are a citizen, please use your right and make sure you vote for the right candidate. On Sunday, we will have Jackie Gordon. She is running for Congressional District 2nd. It is the same seat that Peter King had. On Sunday, 10 to 12, they will be here to distribute yard signs. And if you want to come down, talk to her, she will be here. And if you are looking for the yard sign, that will be a drive-through yard sign. You stay in your car and you have a chance to ask her questions, what she can do for us. And you are welcome. Make sure you join with your friends, with your family, and you vote for the right people. And this corona thing is real. Even though New York numbers are going down, all the other states are going up. That's why you see a lot of time they say if you're coming from different states, you have to quarantine. And we still have to do the social distancing, wear the mask, make sure everybody is following that. Whatever you do, it is your life or your family life is in jeopardy, and make sure you follow all the guidelines, and we are still doing that until the government let us, give us permission to do otherwise. And thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. Today and tomorrow is the last day for collection of Qurbani money in Kenya, where there is sacrifice and food is cooked for the orphans. So today and tomorrow after Maghrib, Saturday, we'll close it. Thank you very much for your cooperation. This is a great ibadah that comes once a year. Assalamu alaikum. Let's make dua for those who left us, father-in-law of Brother Suhail and Qadir Umar, and those who are sick, Brother Dr. Rafiq Sahib, Shahid Mahmood, Zawiyar, who is a child, and Yusuf Qadri Sahib, who is sitting here, Brother Zarkhan, Saeed Bota Sahib, Brother Mushfiq from Bangladesh, and Brother Abdul Rahman. Let's make dua for all of them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive them and shower His mercy upon all of them, and grant Shifa Kamila Ajila to all those brothers, sisters, wherever they are, who are sick, not feeling well. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين وارحم موتانا وموتى المسلمين. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين وارحم موتانا وموتى المسلمين. نسأل الله العظيم رب العرش العظيم أن يشفيهم ويشفينا. اللهم رب الناس أذهب البأس واشف أنت الشافي، لا شفاء إلا شفاؤك شفاء لا يغادر سقما. اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم ونور قبورهم. اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم ونور قبورهم يا رب العالمين يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
One more. We have a Eid on Friday. We're going to have a 4 Jamaat, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10. Any other question? No, that's it. Thank you.